start us off with your memories, I suppose. 2012, you won here your first European Tour event.
Yeah.
What do you remember of that?
A long time ago. It was a great week. Obviously BMW always put a great event on, and was fortunate enough to be thereabouts, coming down the last 5 or 6 holes. I remember the weather was pretty poor, and we let a few shots slip, coming down the last few, and then held on nicely towards the end, and ended up getting in a playoff with Marcus that lasted four grueling holes,
4 days,
long into the night. So but then obviously came out on top, which was big. Obviously the first time I'd got in a playoff, and had a chance to win, and it was nice to be able to polish it off first time and not to have to wait too much longer.
And what are your memories of the golf course, Danny? Any key holes out there that you would identify?
It's a great golf course. Obviously Jack designed it. I spoke to Jack actually yesterday about this place, funnily enough. There's some great golf holes. It sets up, you've got to shape the ball both ways, and driving is key around here if the rough's up like it usually is, and if it's playing quite soft. The scoring's predominantly pretty good, somewhere between kind of 12 and 16 I'd have thought. Again, weather dependent. But no, the golf course is great. You got key holes. 9 and 18, 2 very tricky holes, obviously depending on which way you're finishing on Thursday, Friday, and then I'd have said the finishing stretch on Sunday's got some really good holes coming in there that anything can happen. You got tough par 3s, obviously the last tough par 4, chucking a par 5 in there for a chance, depending on what tee they're on and where the wind is. So I think the golf course sets up for a really good dramatic finish come Sunday, whichever way around that will be.
Any advice from Mr. Nicholas?
Keep it in the fairways. It's funny, we just spoke about obviously course design. He predominantly hit fade. I'm trying to obviously get there where I hit fade a lot more, and actually funny that he doesn't design all his golf courses that way off the tee, so obviously I said to him about trying to design an 18th hole actually dog legs the other way instead of having to hit it off the water and move it back into play. So yeah, we had a little bit of a joke about it. Obviously he's designed many golf courses around the world, but it's interesting that he can still remember and he can still pick out holes, from a golf course he obviously designed a long time ago that he remembers. So yeah, it was good fun to chat to him about that.
Perfect. Thank you. We'll take some questions for Dan. If you could put your hands up. Yep.
Danny, Marcus Golf Time. The obvious question first, how has everything changed since April for you?
Yeah, it's been busy. I've been asked that question a lot recently. Obviously Zach's come along, and he's 3 months old today, bless him. It's been busy, it's been different, all brilliant things that have happened, obviously with Zach, and then with Augusta, and then the weeks obviously after that, and then trying to really get myself knuckled down now and get prepared for events now that are coming up. It's a big summer of golf. I've got a pretty busy schedule. We're already pretty much guaranteed, the Ryder Cup now, but that's not to mean that you're going to rest on your laurels and just kind of chill out. We're trying to work hard all the time, and obviously trying to contend in more majors would be great. Last week was a little bit disappointing, so we're going to come here and get a little bit of work done, and hopefully try and get some of the form back that we had earlier on in the season, and then just try and build up over the summer in all the events that we're going to try and play. So yeah, it's not changed schedule or anything like that. It's not changed a little bit the expectations, I guess, of what you put on yourself, but trying not to. But no, we're just looking forward now to a really busy, good summer, full of golf on fantastic golf courses.
Regarding the attention off the golf course, in terms of shows or anything, interviews, of course, I guess you have a pretty busy schedule on that as well.
Yeah, a little bit. It's not as much, I don't think. Obviously, if you're an American and you win, I think you've got to go do all the stuff up in New York with the guys, but back home it's not been as bad, just a couple of morning programmes, and it's a lot more paper interviews, back here and sitting down with the guys that, fortunately enough, it's the guys I see every week, so it's quite good to be able to sit down with them and obviously talk through things. So it's not been too bad.
Any more?
Danny, we know you are a big supporter of Liverpool FC, and on your trip here there was quite a special encounter at the airport. Could you tell us more about it?
Yeah, it was nice. We just we landed in from Doncaster this morning, and Jurgen Klopp was just about to fly out with his family on holiday. So obviously he's had a busy season, and it was just nice to meet him. I've seen him play a couple of times this year at Anfield, and it was nice to actually finally meet him and have a chat to him. He's a pretty inspirational character. Obviously he's very well liked over here, and everything he's done in Liverpool is now very well liked over there as well. So it was good to meet him and just have it, like I say, we just had a general chat about football really. Actually didn't talk anything about golf, it was more football and how things are going, and hopefully how he's going to try and get the team back in shape for next year and come back stronger.
Any signings, Danny? Any?
No, no, he hasn't. He didn't give me any background information on any signings.
Okay.
It's a shame.
Any more?